Sat nav signs.
Signs probably.
Jump in then. Oh, give us a good drive, yeah? What a depressing day I've had. Today we've got my main man in, Charlie. Charlie, tell them where you're from.
Hi, I'm Charlie from Madrid.
And tell them what you're studying.
Studying economics and management.
Super smart guy, this one. Tell them what you were like when I first met you.
I couldn't really drive. Had like 3 hours of experience.
It rhymes with fit. But he's really good. He's got some good driving skills. He's going to attempt his very first mock test. How many got your driving test book for?
16th of June.
What time?
1:38.
Didn't like them ones. He's going to win the £100. Look, we've got it ready.
Gonna try my best.
You what?
Try my best.
100 quid if he passes. Tell him what you're going to spend it on.
I'm going to spend it on food or lessons.
Food or lessons. He's into protein, this guy likes his protein. Right, have any questions before we start?
No.
No, you're rock and roll. Right, throughout the drive I like you to follow the road ahead at all times and unless you're directed by signs and markings unless you're the turn, which I will do some good time. Do you understand that?
Okay.
I'll just give you signs. See the examiners with the green coat on?
Yeah.
Throughout the drive I like you to... Did I say that? I did, didn't I?
Yeah.
See, I'm a bit nervous. Okay, you're going to be out for 38 to 40 minutes depending on traffic. You're going to take in various traffic and road conditions. One manoeuvre you practice with your trainer, possibly the control stop. And you will be driving independently by way of sat nav signs. We're going to do signs today.
Okay.
One question before you start. Have you learned them?
Yeah, I think
Good.
so.
Tell me how you check your tyres have sufficient tread depth and tell me how you know it's safe to use on the roads.
So you'd use a depth gauge. You'd make sure that in the like middle 3/4 that it's all like 1.6 millimeters, and you'd make sure that there's no like bulges or cuts in the tires as well.
Good. Right, drive on when you're ready. At the end of the road, turn left. Good luck. You've been watching videos, haven't you?
A couple.
So at the end of the road, we're turning left. And at the end of the road, turn left. When it's safe to do so, could you show me how you'd sound the horn? Could you pull up in a convenient place on the left, please? Thank you. Driver, when you feel ready. Driver fault number 1, Charlie. You pull up too far away from the curb. It's over a drain's width. And also the junction to the right, you're about 9.5 meters. I don't really mark it, but keep an eye on the junctions to the right also when pulling up next to the curb. At the end of the road, turn right. At the end of the road, turn left. Driver fault number 2, Charlie. It goes down to undue hesitation. You like my great granny here. You look to the right. There's a car to your right about 6 bus lengths away, indicating left. I would have drove straight out onto the junction. You sit there like a lemon. If it'd been a lot closer, yeah, wait to make the turn, Charlie, but should have been out here, young man. Take the next road to the right. And could you pull up in a convenient place on the left? Thank you. When you feel ready. Charlie shows good awareness and plan here and just drops in between the driveways. Most pupils would block the driveways. Trying to get a fault out to Charlie here, but he's on the ball. Well done, Charlie. And could you just pull up on the left before the next park car? Further forward, further forward. That'll do, thank you. Manoeuvre time, I would like you to pull up alongside the car in front and reverse it back into a park position. Try to do within 2 lengths including the road. Any questions?
No.
Well, I'm looking for a serious fault here. This is a very steep hill. This video doesn't do this hill justice. He's going to have to use good clutch control here. I'm looking for a cyclist or a motorbike coming or a car, so hopefully he won't stop and I'll give him a serious fault for that. Let's see how he does. Thank you. Wow, Charlie, this is impressive. I think you're about an inch off the back and front. It's about an inch off the curb, parallel. Lovely clutch control. Bit more observation through the back windows needed. And the other thing is what you need to do is prepare the car, then look all around. You look all around and then prepare the car. Do it the other way because something could happen in the meantime, and sometimes learners take forever to prepare the car. So prepare, observe, manoeuvre. But other than that, Charlie, this was very, very good. I think this is worth a round of applause. At the end of the road, turn left and take the next immediate right. Driver fault number 3, Charlie stalls in the middle of the road, leaves in second gear, but then just gets straight back on with it. At the end of the road, turn left. Driver fault number 4, Charlie, you swing wide at this junction. Now, had this car to your left been driving along the road, I would have given you a serious fault, but that car waited for you because they know how tight this corner is, but you should have been tight to the curb here as you're going around the corner. At the end of the road, turn left. Could you pull up the convenient place on the left? Serious fault number 1 for you, Charlie. Charlie, you parked too close to this junction on the left-hand side. The highway code says you must not park within 10 metres of a junction. Doesn't look so bad on video, but you're only about 1.5 metres, 2 metres away from this junction on the left-hand side. Traffic behind are wondering what you're doing. They thought you were turning left. The traffic coming out of the junction there can't see properly because you're blocking the view. So imagine the motorbike overtaking you and that car pulls out and cannot see it. So you should be at least 2.5 car lengths away from this junction. Thought you were just going to drop in nicely, but you just kept on driving on. Thank you. Driving when you feel ready. At the end of the road, turn right. Minor fault number 5, Charlie. Difficult uphill junction this. You roll up perfect, absolutely. Just letting it trickle, rolling up, but you leave it in second gear. I don't know how you didn't stall. Well, I do know because you put the gas on, held the clutch, but this should have been a roll in first gear. Serious fault number 2 for you, Charlie. Hey, Charlie. I don't know. Well, to be fair, you all do it. If I ever need a serious fault out of a learner driver, I just fetch him here. This is an unmarked crossroads. You can't see into the 3 roads, so you'd have to stop the car and then have a look. But you drive through, but you realise as you are driving through and then look, but it's a bit too late then. But very common fault for learner drivers. They do it all the time. convenient place on the left. Start of Independent Drive, at the end of the road turn left, follow signs for Durham City Centre. Driver fault number 6, Charlie. I must admit I was looking for a serious fault here. When I ask pupils to pull up here, they normally pull up on the pavement. Don't know why, but they just do it, and I record a serious fault. You pick up the driver fault because your front end blocks the driveway to your left. I would have just stopped a metre further back. To the left of the lights at Durham City Centre. Driver fault number 7, Charlie. You put the signal on change lanes, I would have just left it on me. But it comes off and you don't reapply it again until you're halfway around the roundabout. Following signs for crook. Driver fault number 8, Charlie. You should have been using your mirrors to leave this roundabout. You've sort of drifted over, but I would still use your door mirror. I had a pupil failure because when the pupil went round, somebody came round in the wrong lane. The examiner had to grab the wheel. So I've just given you a minor fault. Had this been a big roundabout and changing lanes with no mirrors, then I would have given you a serious fault. Didn't signal to leave. Could argue that slight control doesn't matter so much, but I still would have had the indicator on. So drive fault number 8 should have been looking in them mirrors. Charlie, you're living on the edge here. I'm not going to mark this, but you see this car to your right. There's no way I'd be driving onto this roundabout now because it's in the right lane. Now, you do realise that when you pull out that you shouldn't have. So what you do is you get a big gas on and get going. But Charlie, I wouldn't be taking risks like this when you've got your driving test in a couple of weeks. If they're on your right like this, do not go. Won't go back with the test. Right, everything you've done then?
I think I failed that one.
Did you?
Yeah.
Before?
Stalled it once on a...
That was only a minor fault.
Oh, and then I pulled out and swerved into the wrong side of the road. Then when I pulled out, I went into the wrong side of the road.
Ah, right, that was just a minor. Say goodbye to the money, young man.
Bye bye money.
Right, there's 2 serious faults. That was pretty decent at times. Where's the iPad gone?
Oh yeah, and as well gears.
Oh, you kept a couple of times you pulled up.
Second gear.
Yeah,
Should have been first gear. That was just
right.
forgotten to do it.
This one was a silly one. There was some good stuff there. Some was pretty decent actually. So it says pull up in a convenient place on the left. We had a bus stop here. You've had a junction here. I think there was a black.
Oh yeah, and a car behind us that had to go left.
Yeah, there was a car really close behind. This car's here. What's the minimum distance you can park from a junction?
2 bus lanes.
2 bus lanes, 2.5 car lanes.
Oh, okay.
So you check your mirrors and put it. I thought, oh champ, he's going to pull in. I thought, yeah, well done. Then he kept on driving and pulled up really. You're only about 3 meters away from the junction. Can you remember that?
Yeah.
What made you do that then?
I don't know.
I thought you were going to just drop in here. I thought, yeah, you've got loads of space to drop in. But then you just kept going. I thought, oh dear. But the BMW driver behind was thinking, what are you doing? So what's the minimum distance from a junction?
2 car lanes.
2.5, which is 10 meters.
Yeah.
Next one.
Would that have been a minor if there was no car behind me?
Oh, I would have probably given you mine if there'd been no cars at all.
Yeah, but there were a lot of cars.
But there was a lot of traffic there, and everybody didn't know what you were doing.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't exactly a really busy road, but there was just a bit of traffic about, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But you should have just pulled in a bit earlier. This one, I think you knew.
Oh yeah.
Go on and explain.
So I kept driving here, and then instead of looking to see if it was clear, I just went straight across.
Well,
and I was in second gear.
Yes, you looked when you were like in the middle, weren't you?
Yeah, I realised too late.
Yeah, you realised because you like scrunched your face a little bit. But yeah, other than that, there was a few minor faults, but it was pretty decent in places.